What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we have Tyson Fury, Frank Warren in the news, basically saying that it's not gonna happen. The fight December 23rd will not happen. All right, I'm gonna get into it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you my thoughts, because you know a lot of people are upset with Tyson Fury, rightfully so. Well, let me just go ahead and drop this video. I'm gonna just go ahead and drop this research that I just did, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion. All right, so let's listen to what Frank Warren has to say about December 23rd. So shout out to Boxing News 24. It says Frank Warren says Tyson Fury needs to rest until 2024 Oleksandr Usyk rematch will happen. It says promoter Frank Warren said, Frank Warren says the WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury will need to rest his body until his fight with Francis Ngannou. After his fight with Francis Ngannou last night, excuse me, y'all. He won't be able to return to camp for what would be 6 weeks of preparation time to face IBF, WBA, WBO champion Oleksandr Usyk on December 23rd. It's hard for boxing fans to understand why the 35-year-old wealthy beyond belief Fury would need to rest after his fight with Ngannou, because he'd already been out of the ring for close to a year since his last fight with his old buddy Derek Chisora last December. Why would Fury need another rest break? In war, are soldiers allowed to rest when they've been in one battle? No, they're expected to stay in the trenches, deal with the fatigue, little sleep, and injuries, and suffer through it to continue to wage war. Why should Fury need a rest? If anything, he needs to fight even before December so he can lose that spare tire that he was lunching onto in the room. I know exactly what he's talking about. Hey, look, this chick that was watching the fight, she said it looked like, hey, look, I know this girl that be watching boxing, and like she had tweeted, she was like, why it looked like Tyson Fury swallowed a tire and it got stuck in his stomach. My bad, bro. That shit funny. Oh shit. It said if anything, he needs to fight even before December so he can lose that spare tire he was lunging around the ring last night against Ngannou, because it looked like it was slowing him down. The scores were 95-94 for Ngannou, 96-93, and 95-94 for Fury. Fans overwhelmingly had Ngannou winning, so Fury's victory was bittersweet to say the least. After the flabby, out-of-shape looking Fury's inept performance against Usyk, the Saudis might lose interest in Tyson, and they could pull the rug out from under him and wash their hands of him. The Saudis got to be looking at the woeful condition that Fury came into the fight and thinking to themselves, why do we give this tub of lard so much of our dough? I don't get that at all, said Frank Warren, saying it to IFL TV when asked about the thoughts on the judges' scorecards that scored 95-94 for Ngannou last Saturday night over Tyson Fury. Warren may not understand why the judges scored for Ngannou, but the boxing public does. Ngannou beat the brakes out of Fury. I'm gonna speak on that. I'm gonna speak on that because I have my piece to say about that. But Ngannou beat the brakes off of Fury, dropping him in the third, coming close to knocking him out in the eighth, and sending him fleeing from the battlefield with the white flag of surrender and telling behind him. I doubt very much that Tyson will fight on the 23rd of December. He's had a tough fight. It's 8 weeks away. He needs to rest his body, said Warren. Remember, he's been in camp for 12 weeks. Been training stop and start fight. Wait, what? He's been training start fight training for the last 11 months. And fights didn't take. It don't look like he trained for no 12 weeks. I think that's cap. That the way he looked in there and what the shape that he was in, I think that's cap. But anyways, And fights didn't take place because you know what happened with Usyk. His body needs to rest. He's coming off a 12-week camp, so he won't be ready. He can't go into camp for 6 weeks to fight Usyk. That's ridiculous. Fury looked like he had missed many meals in the last 10 months since his last fight against the age of 39-year-old journeyman Derek Chisora last December. Warren isn't saying when Fury versus Usyk fight will take place in 2024, but he did confirm that it will occur early next year. Fury, who now has the record of 34-0 with 24 knockouts, I'm definitely going to speak on that because I did not know that this was a sanctioned bout until the night of the fight. Needs to rest after his tougher than expected clash with 37-year-old former UFC heavyweight champion Ngannou last Saturday night in the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. Looking flabby, slow, vulnerable in the chin department, Fury barely got through with the win by the skin of his feet, given an unpopular 10-round split decision. Moreover, the disputed nature of the fight makes Fury look bad in the eyes of Saudi money men who paid him a ton of money for this fight, and with Ngannou a plan on giving him a bunch of more loot for the undisputed heavyweight championship against Usyk December 23rd. What Fury needs to do is redeem himself and look classy as offer an immediate rematch with Ngannou in January and stage the fight in the UK if the Saudis won't pay for it. If your Fury is crucial that you make an effort to show the Saudis that he at least is willing to get back in there with Ngannou and beat him for real this time and not depend on the judges and to save his backside with a gift decision. Understandably, they may not want to do another Fury and Ngannou fight in Saudi Arabia after what happened last night, but the matchup would still do well in the UK or the US, but Fury can't fight in the US right now. Fury likely won't get much dough for the second time around, but at least it'll prove to the fans of Saudi that he's had an off night just for the first time around. Of course, 35-year-old loses to Ngannou, it looks bad. It would confirm that he deserved the loss the first time and was never that good to begin with. So I'm not gonna read the rest of this. This is a pretty lengthy, but let's talk about it. All right, so listen. First and foremost, I do want to speak on something real quick. All right, a lot of people are saying that this is a robbery and all this type of stuff. Now, granted, I don't know. I don't know who I had winning the fight, but and just hear me out when I say this. All right, but the thing about it is, this is what happens, especially in the sport of boxing. I don't know about the UFC, but I know about boxing. Say if you have somebody that's expected to just dominate and just shut out somebody, right? When that fight ends up being like a much better fight than we expected, a lot more competitive than what we expected, often we say that the person that was supposed to get shut out, we automatically say that he was robbed, like, oh, he should have won. But it's not so much that should have won because they did so much better than what we expected. We were so busy looking at what they were doing that we you know, it was just we just remember what they were doing because we weren't expecting any of that, so we automatically say that was a robbery. Now, granted, here's my thing though, bro. All right, I don't know if this was a robbery or not. The reason why, because I didn't watch the fight. Normally, I watch the fight with like the whole with with my mindset like, okay, I'm judging the fight while I'm watching it. I can do that. But in this situation, I thought this was going to be such a one-sided ass whooping that I didn't just care to judge it. And by the fifth round, I could just tell you this: I don't know who I had winning. But I don't know who I would say won the fight, but I know for a fact by the fifth round, I was thinking, bro, this fight can go either way. And from the fifth round up, I was thinking like, bro, this fight can go either way, bro. I mean, either one of them could win this fight, and I wouldn't be surprised. So that's my take on that, Mark. And as far as, bro, the sanction, it being sanctioned, I did not know that this was I thought this was an exhibition fight, but this was a sanctioned bout. That is bizarre to me. That's crazy. That is some Rocky Creed type stuff, bro. Like, are you serious? That they sanctioned? I did not know that this was sanctioned or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, here's my thing. Okay. This is Tyson Fury's fault, bro. You know, you come into a fight. You come. underestimating this guy. But you come thinking that, you're automatically gonna just whitewash this dude, and then boom, you have another fight lined up. That's his fault, bro. That was the arrogant side of Tyson Fury, and you, whether you're a Tyson Fury fan or not, you have to blame Tyson Fury for that. That's your fault. You took a fight. And this is boxing. Even if Tyson Fury would have just knocked dude out in the first round or whatever, you just don't know what happens, because at the end of the day, bro, it could be a headbutt. You see Tyson Fury had like a little bitty cut over his forehead. I mean, even though that's not a spot that's really gonna be, because it doesn't have much tissue there, so it's not a spot that's gonna be just too effective. But it's like, bro, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like you see that, like, bro, that you mess things up. Like you come in this fight being extra cocky and shit, and that's what happened, bro. Like you got exactly what you deserve. You feel like you thought that you had this in a bag, and it wasn't like that. It came out, for instance, in Danu or whatever, he came out ready to fight. He didn't come down to lay down. He didn't come out there to lay down, and so now you a chance to fight for undisputed is not gonna happen, not December 23rd at least. And if I'm Usyk, I'm pissed. Like, you shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna tell you something. What Floyd Mayweather said, and it's 100% correct, and I agree with him. When Floyd was speaking on exhibitions, Floyd was saying, like, bro, that's something that you need to do, like, at the end of your career. Let's not forget, bro, people talking about some Floyd did it, but Floyd was retired for 2 years when he fought Conor McGregor. Floyd had his last sanctioned bout was 2015, was September 2015, against Andre Berto. And then he came back 2 years later to fight Conor McGregor. So that, I agree with Floyd. You shouldn't be doing that if you're still competing at the top level. You shouldn't be doing no exhibition or no crossover bouts, because you're still in the midst of your career. But Tyson Fury, thinking that things were sweet and not realizing what Ngannou was doing, was coming to do, he had to pay the penalty for it. He paid the price, bro. Now you're not even gonna be fighting. And Usyk, from what Usyk is saying, that they had a contract signed for December 23rd. So Usyk is saying he needs to drop them belts. I don't know. I doubt that happens. I'm pretty sure they'll work something out. Hopefully they can push it back just a month or two. Like, probably, I would say probably maybe February. Make the fight in February. But hopefully Tyson Fury comes in shape, bro, because that performance was trash. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Do you feel like this was a robbery? Who do you feel like won the fight? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?